Hi everybody, welcome to the November art journal vlog. So I'm just flipping through all of the art journal pages that I created this month, just like every month. If you're new to this, you might just want to head to the playlist and see what I did in other months this year. So let's start. The first thing is that you can see it already. The first week was that I participated at the 7 backgrounds in 7 days challenge at the journal workshop forums, and all of these backgrounds except these paintings here in the middle and the wording for the sentiments, that's what I did. Oh, also not the ribbon on this one, but everything else I did in week 1. So with this one it would be the flower and all of the newspaper thing, not the dress here and not the tag. So I did 7 very different pages in 7 days. So with this one, not the ribbon, not this one, and not that one. And I tried to make them all different, but I used the same material every day on the respective pages. So with this one it would be not the painting here and not that strip here. That one, not this sentiment here, not the painting, not the ribbon. Everything else pretty much was done in 7 days. And I tried to limit myself to like not using too many colors in one page. With this one it would be not this, not this, not this, not this. All the rest was done in the first week. So I really liked it, though it was kind of difficult to, well, get started the first week because I usually do 1 page per week. So I'm having 7 pieces here that are not in my book, and well, I'm obviously slightly OCD. Oops. It bugged me for maybe, I don't know, a day or two, and then I was fine with having separate pages here that I have to work on later on, which happened in week 3. So before I go to week 2, let's head on with these extra pages here and go with week 3. So week 3 was the mid-month challenge, and it said that you should write down a couple of prompts that you grab blindly from a pouch or a cup or whatever, and then you create that thing either as a new background or, as I did, as something that would define the backgrounds that I already produced. So the magic number was 3 paintings, again over 7 days. But I thought, well, what am I going to do with the rest? I'm not going to really use it or glue it down in my journal. So what the heck, I went for all 7, and I'm just adding all that stack of, well, pages to the book in, well, my storage once the year is done. So with this one, I did use the same prompt on all the pages. One of them was a wildcard, which was the last day, where I wrote down all the sentiments. That was my wildcard. So one of them was Indian ink, and then I had watercolors, and then I had frames, and colored pencil, Copic markers, permanent markers, and glitter. That were the prompts, and the challenge here for me was that I think it was day 3 that I grabbed frames, which meant that I had to glue down these pieces of paper fairly early, and on those bumpy, especially like with this one here where you don't have a solid background to draw on, or this one here, it was very, very difficult for me to draw something later on or really work on those tiny sheets. So in the end I worked less on them than I imagined or than I thought. But after being annoyed and pissed and oh my gosh, totally overwhelmed for like 30 minutes, I was okay with that prompt and was able to do something with it in the end. It's there. I don't think they're perfect. I don't like them all, but I do like certain things about every page. And with the wild card in on the 7th day, I think it comes together. The pages, meanwhile, speak to me. Like what I wrote down actually is something that I see either in the painting or in the background or in the combination, all of that. So I did not choose the sentiments for what I saw on the page, but for what I was, well, focusing on or struggling with or being very careful with in the 2 weeks that I worked on those pages. So it says no need for words and love yourself every second of every day. This says once in a while allow yourself to just hang and chill. In structured and compartmentalized daily lives, be brave enough to break free and do your art. This one says embrace change, even the difficult kind. This one says stay close to the ones you love. And the last one is in spite of all the misery, the world is a beautiful place. So this is what happened in week 1 and 3. Week 2 was just very funny and I had to have a simple design because I did the background challenge before. So Monday morning I woke up way before my alarm clock because geese were flying over my house and making a hell of a lot of noise. So I thought, well, let's put them into my art journal, and I painted them flying over, I guess, the Atlantic or Northern Sea. I imagined them to fly from Norway maybe to Denmark and then proceeding south or something. So I drew or I painted a very, very wild ocean, and I really like how the wave turned out here. Originally I thought I would make clouds in the sky, like you look up into the sky and see the geese flying over your head, but once I started putting down paint it felt more like an ocean to me and not a heaven, so or a sky I should say. So I proceeded with the ocean and all the background except for like the writing here and those birds. Everything is done with sponges, which amazes me a lot, and I really, really like the outcome. It's like what I feel like in November a lot of times. This is, or most of the time, this is what my inside, my soul, my brain, my emotional things look like in November. So I really, really like this page. Don't worry, it's not scary, it's not dark, it's just wild. The last week, which is this week, I did something geeky, funny, totally over the top, because again I had the mid-month challenge and I wanted to have something very simple, very well, very easily put together and still have something that is definitely I wanna say about the November thing. Again, this very much relates to November because every year in November, end of November, I feel like, oh my gosh, it's another year. It's like I can't understand or grasp how fast the year goes by, and that I still never feel any boredom, that that another year has gone by and I didn't have one day where I was bored. And yeah, it's just a weird thing. So, being the nerd and being like the princessy and girly and glittery and all of that, just to have some bright colors in while outside the world is gray now, I went for the hourglass with the fluffy feathers in all the girls' colors that you can imagine and that are so traditional. So I used an old 2010 newspaper, which again also goes with time. I used these feathers that I have in my, or that I had in my studio or in my stock for at least, I don't know, 10 years or something. So these are the oldest items on the page, followed by the newspaper. Oh no, wrong. The oldest thing that I used were my pastel chalks, because they are 12 years old. Then come the feathers with 10 years, and then the newspaper with 4 years, and all the rest is newer. So the Copics and the glitter and the stamps, and so the ink, the stamps themselves, all the markers, the buttons, they are brand new. So I think what I like a lot about this page is that it looks light and girly and bright and vibrant and, well, just a bit childish or whimsical. But when you know what I used for the page and how old it is, I think the page is way more serious, and I think that's something that I like about this page a lot. So I was very happy to close November art journaling with this particular page. And now I only have a few left for December. So I will make 5 more pages this year. And then it's already 2015, and you will see the next episode of the vlog on New Year's Eve. I'm going to publish the new vlog on New Year's Eve. And until then, I hope you have a very great Christmas and Advent time, or just winter time if you don't celebrate Christmas or any other holiday. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely, lovely month with lots of creative ideas and inspirations and good times. And I will talk to you end of December on this lovely vlog. Goodbye.